What's up, guys? Welcome back. So what I have right here and what we're playing with today is a prototype of the next generation live scanner. It's June of 2022. This generation is set to come out late summer, early fall of this year, so they're thinking September, October-ish, but they were nice enough to send me another prototype like they did with the last generation. They wanted me to get it on the water, test it out, put it through the ringer, and give them some feedback. I've been using this thing for over 2 months, and I absolutely love it. If you guys have been around the channel, you know that in my opinion, the live scanner is hands down the best mounting option out there for our active target, live scope, live sight, any transducer like that. You just can't beat it. It has features that no other mount out there has. And what they've done is they made the best even better. So they sent me this a couple months ago. I've been really kind of putting it through the ringer and I've been blown away. So I'm not going to cover too much of the install on this. I do cover the install in my previous videos. I'll link those down below if you haven't seen them. And if you want to see how to install one of these live scanners, it's very, very simple. This generation that's going to be coming out later this year actually installs the exact same way as the generation that's out right now. The one that has what they call their TrueScan technology. Again, I do have a video on that. Check it out if you want to. I'll put the link down below. This technology is what they call quad scan. So let me show you what I mean by that, what this thing does, and how they took the best and made it even better. And again, I've been blown away by this thing. So let me show you. I'll give you a look at the foot pedal too, and also the new remote and what all those features and options do. So let's get into it. All right, as far as the looks of it, they didn't really change much there. You still have the light up arrow, the word live scan right there. I'm not sure if you can see it. I know the shading or the shadows here are kind of tough, but it does say live scan right there. They both light up, the arrow and the word live scan light up for low light conditions. That arrow lighting up comes in handy. I do a lot of fishing at nighttime in the spring for walleye striper, so that arrow definitely comes in handy. As far as the body of it, nothing really changed there. So let's come over to the foot pedal and the remote. That's really where the changes are. So here's the new foot pedal, and this is what it looks like. These are the new buttons, and I'm going to give you a demonstration on what exactly they do. You still have your light up bar as far as, you know, how slow or how fast. Here's the knob, of course, to change your variable speed. And this is one of the things that sets this live scanner apart from everything else on the market. That variable speed is absolutely priceless. You don't realize how much that comes in handy until you have it. You can turn this thing down to where your active target is just barely creeping to really get it dialed in on a piece of cover or a school of fish, or you can crank that speed up to where it is flying. I never even use it at full speed. That's how fast it can go, you know, all the way up. But you can literally turn it down to where it is just literally barely moving. And that comes in handy when you're offshore, you're spot locked or anchored, and you're really trying to dial in on a piece of cover or a school of fish. So that variable speed is one of the things that sets this live scanner apart from everything else out there. And then you have the new remote right here, 4 buttons, and this time they all serve a purpose. The last generation had 4 buttons on the remote, but not 2 of the 4 really didn't do anything. They were just there. So let's get into the features and the technology that they came out with this thing, again called quad scan. Let's get off this I pulled up to a bank a little bit here so the wind wasn't blowing on us or anything, but let me get a little bit deeper and I'll show you exactly what this thing does. All right, let me show you the magic with this live scanner. So, new features, quad scan. What they mean by that is there's basically 4 different functions, which is why they call it quad scan now. What you can do, if you remember the previous generation that we have a video on, the TrueScan technology, you were able to hit a button and the arrow or the pole would take your active target and swing it back and forth, left to right, the whole rotation, you know, the full rotation, right to left, left to right. You could just hit the button, it would do that for you. Now what they've done is they've added features where, and this is, it makes your time on the water so much more efficient. What they've done is, let's say you're going down a bank and you're fishing off the left side of the boat, the port side of the boat. Well, you're not really worried about what's in front of you or out deeper in, you know, out in the deeper water. You can hit C and watch what that's going to do. Instead of scanning all the way back and forth, watch that yellow arrow right there. See what it's doing? It's only scanning to the left of the boat. Okay? Let's say you're going down a bank on the other side, or, you know, you want to go out and check the deeper water. Stop it just by hitting any button. I hit A to stop it. If you hit D, now watch the arrow. It's going to turn and it's only going to scan off to the right of the boat. Okay. Very, very cool features, and again, it just makes your time so much more efficient. One of the best things about this, even the previous generation, I don't have to worry about touching anything now. I could just pick up my rod, start casting. I could watch my screens down here. If I see something, I could stop the boat, whatever. I don't have to worry about messing with a remote, hitting the foot pedal. I hit those buttons, and this thing just scans on its own. Now, the next feature, again, 4 different features. Of course, you have your manual modes where, you know, if you hold A, it's going to scan to the left. If you just watch that yellow arrow. If you hold B, it's going to scan to the right. Now, the other feature is they added a feature where now you can scan just right in front of the boat. It's not going to go to the left or the right. So if you press C and D together, watch that arrow. Now it's only going to scan, it'll kind of center itself, and now it's only scanning directly out in front of the boat. So it is just huge. You can see my active target down there. It's just scanning back and forth. I mean, that is just, this technology is absolutely insane. You still have the true scan technology. So let's stop it. Now, let's say you want to put it on the true scan that the last generation had, where it's going to scan left to right, you know, the whole rotation. That's you press A and B together. Sorry, I'm trying to do this one-handed. Oh, it just started to go. There we go. So you hit A and B together, and now it's going to scan all the way to the right, and then all the way back to the left, and then all the way back to the right. You get the idea. So this thing is just unreal, the technology and the features that they're adding. Now, again, this variable speed, you could adjust the speed. I'll show you right here. Now, you do have to adjust the speed on the foot pedal. There's no way to adjust the speed from the remote, but I'll turn it down. Here, you can watch the arrow. I'm gonna crank it all the way down, just so you can see exactly how slow this thing will go. And it really, where that comes in handy is, again, if you're on a school, crappie, bass, whatever, I don't care what you're fishing, you're on a school and let's say they break up or they move 20 feet to the left, you can literally, see how slow that thing is going? I mean, that's on, you can dial this thing in and get your active target or live scope, live sight, whatever you're using, just dialed into the perfect angle on that school or cover structure, whatever you're looking for. You want to cover some water? I'll show you. We'll come down and light it up bar to show you how fast you're going. We'll crank this thing all the way up. We'll come back up. Now, this generation doesn't go quite as fast as the last generation, but even still, like this, I never use it on full speed. The last generation, the True Scan, my God, that thing flew. But you can see how quick it's going on full speed right now. I never even use it that fast, honestly. I found really my favorite settings on this, and everybody's going to get their own favorite settings, but I like around 2 to 5 bars, depending on if I want to go slower or faster. But just to give you an idea of how much variable speed you have. And you want to cover water, crank that speed up. You want to dial it in on a school or a cover, turn that speed way down. This live scanner, for all the reasons that I'm telling you about right now, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's no other mount on the market that compares to this thing. You know, I'm not saying anything else out there is garbage or not good, but this live scanner just sets itself apart. And the customer service, Ron and Debbie, they are awesome people, phenomenal to work with. You know, they'll bend over backwards to take care of you if something goes wrong, or if you have any questions. They're just great people to do business with. So there you have it, the next generation live scanner. It's called Quad Scan. Check out their website. I'll put the link to that down below as well. This will be coming out late summer, early fall, so watch for it. Stay tuned. Contact. You can even message me, but if you want to get in touch with Ron or Debbie, I don't believe they're taking pre-orders as of right now. Again, it's mid-June. I don't think they're taking pre-orders just yet, but they will be very soon. Again, release date is going to be coming out late summer, early fall. And if you guys have any kind of live imaging, live scope, live sight, active target, whatever it is, look into this live scanner, guys. I'm telling you, it is hands down the best mount out there. Questions, comments, concerns, put them down below, and we'll get them addressed for you. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next video. Take care.